again. I'm going to talk a little bit about cutting window parts. So the first thing is that you want to use material that has been kiln dried, processed and graded as close to the finished net dimensions of the section of your window parts as possible. If you're ripping wide material down, one, you're wasting money, and two, you're asking for trouble with stress. If you get material that's already close to its needed finished dimension, which you can do in softwoods, that's how our industry is organized. It's not like the hardwood industry, it's completely different. If you're a window maker and you're using softwoods, you need to understand that you leave all your hardwood thinking behind. You don't go buy wide boards and rip them down. You're just asking for trouble. Alright, so the beautiful thing about our industry is that we'll produce a surface, S4S it's called, 2x4. Okay, this is 3.5 by 1.5 inches. Well, this is a bottom rail blank for a typical double hung window, which nets out at 1 3/8 by 3 1/4. Okay, so there's just enough material here to straighten the part and get it to the pre-milling dimension that you need before you run the sticking on it, okay, and make all the joints. So that means there'll be very little material removed to create any opposite type responses when you pull stuff off one side or the other. Plus, the industry's already graded the part. There's his mark right there, okay? So, and you can buy good, you can buy medium, and you can buy bad. If you buy good, you'll get better utilization. If you buy medium, you'll be doing some trimming, cutting out some defects. And if you buy bad, you'll just be cutting out more defects. But there's a place for everything, and you just have to do the math. Alright, so this is bottom rail, right? 1.5 inches by 3.5 S4S material. This is 2x3, so this is perfect for a top rail, which nets out at 1 3/8 by 2 1/4 Western standards. And you guys back east, I think you go to net 2-inch. Your whole tradition with that white pine industry, and those mills all have their own kind of grading and stuff. It's different from ours. So. Okay, so these are 8/4 squares, and these are for the meeting rails, which the blank size is 1 3/4 by 1 5/8. So you need, in this case, an S4S 2x2 would be too small. You need a rough dimension. So rough lumber, it's very difficult actually. I got lucky being able to get 2x2s. It's kind of a fluky product. But so you may be forced to, when you to rip down wider stock when you're trying to develop a net 1 3/4 finish. And in which case just rip oversized so that if there's motion, curve, bowing and stuff like that, you have enough meat to straighten it out. And that's a whole other subject, how to straighten out parts in the joiner. So these are all organized by length. So these are all rail sets. Meeting rails, top rail, bottom rail. There's a narrow window down there, and these are the wide ones. And then stiles are always 1 3/8 by 2 1/4 net. So that comes out of 2x3 material. So now if you can't get a hold of 2x3, that's unfortunate. And it kind of, the next best thing is to rip 2x6 in half. But like I say, it's really best to be able to buy material that's been processed as close as possible to your net finish dimensions. So for traditional sash work, the 2x4 works great. S4S, seeing better is good. 2x3 is great for top rails. Meeting rails, you have a little challenge. There's two styles of meeting rail. One of the styles you can use the S4S for blanks, but the other style you need 8/4. And then the other styles, meaning the other variant of meeting rails. Okay, and then for styles, 2x3. More styles, 2x3. Alright, if you buy rough and be planing it, you're just going to be wasting a whole bunch of time going from 8/4 rough to 1 3/8 finish. Alright, that's it. Bye.